I'm Mistress Lotus, and welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for your general and love monthly reading. This is going to be for the month of August 2017. And I just want to give a big shout out to all of you that have liked, commented, shared, and subscribed. You guys are absolutely awesome. And to those of you that find that this reading does not resonate with you, I suggest you check your sun, moon, and rising signs. And if you don't know your signs, I always put a birth chart calculator in the description below for you guys. So check that out. Also, I will be doing something new. I know that some of you have asked me to do more free readings for you guys, so fine. You guys have won. I love all of you. You guys have supported me, so it's the least I can do to give you guys more clarity. So from here on out, I will be doing mid-months. Also, for my second episode for Lotus Topics, I will be coming out with that shortly once I get these readings done. I feel like these should take first priority. But once I get these done, I will be working on my second video, and for that one, I will be talking about how to cope with depression. It's definitely a topic I feel like needs to be covered, it needs to be addressed, it needs to be talked about. And I just want this to be a place where everyone can feel safe, and a place that can be open enough where people can just share what's on their minds and what's in their hearts. Sorry guys, I have to light some incense. You know me, man. I love my incense. And if you didn't know, now you know. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right in, you guys. And here's to a beautiful month. Okay, I've cleared my home, cleared my chakras, cleared my decks. I do it every single time I do these readings. So here's to hoping that you guys will have a better month, which I suspect that you will. I noticed some of you have said that your readings are so dark, and I'm sorry for that, you know. As you can see, I always shuffle in front of the camera, so you guys know that this is not me, this is not my energy that I'm putting out. I always make sure I come in with mental clarity, spiritual clarity before I even touch these cards. I even charge my crystals with these cards while I'm, you know, putting these decks back in order and putting them in the sun and, you know, flowing them through sage smoke and stuff like that. I'm very serious about the spiritual work. So for those of you that feel my readings are too negative, I do apologize. You know, I'm sorry that they've been so negative for you guys, actually. I'm really hoping that you guys have, you know, reached a better point, especially this month. But we have one card flying out, actually, and this is going to be the Five of Pentacles. Okay, and I know that energy-wise, the planets are definitely busy and at work, hard at work, okay? I won't get too much into the astrological happenstances that are occurring right now, but I will say this. You guys can always go and check that out. Google is your best friend, and it's mine too. You know, go check out what's going on, the planetary alignments and things like that. Any eclipses or new moons or anything that could potentially affect how you can work through any turbulent energies that may come up, okay? So let's go ahead. I feel like these are almost done. Yep, see, right when I said it, they were like, yep, you're right. Oh, no, we did not. And this tried to sneak out of sight. Look at this. This is Seven of Chalices. We're going to have a talk about this, Aries. What the hell is this? And then in the present position with the Five of Pentacles is challenged by the Ace of Wands in reverse. In the recent past, we have the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the damn deck, we have the Seven of Chalices. This is deceptive energy. You have too many choices. Somebody has a lot of choices. Somebody's lying and cheating over here. Somebody lying and cheating. Okay? So I just cut the deck here. Let's draw from the top. Okay, that's good. In the near future, we have the Father of Pentacles, so that's awesome. In your conscious thoughts, we have the Hermit. Okay, and in your subconscious thoughts, we have the Two of Chalices. In the advice position, we have the Nine of Wands. In the external factors, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And in your hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess in reverse. And in the outcome, we have the Daughter of Swords. So I really don't see anything too bad and too detrimental to you guys. I really just see that you're still kind of working through a few things, a few changes. But with this Seven of Chalices at the bottom of the deck, we have to have a little talk about this. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? Lying and cheating. Everybody has a whole bunch of choices here. Too many choices. Temptation, illusions. You got to step back. And I feel like maybe you have stepped back, or somebody has decided to move on. It's a very regretful act of having to move forward, but it's a necessary one. Due to someone cheating, having multiple options, and there being a lot of deception. Okay? And I feel like in the recent past with the Three of Wands, I feel like your ships did come in. I feel like you were starting to see beginnings of success with whatever creative endeavors you've been pursuing, or maybe it's just some sort of progression in general with your pursuits, with your goals, things like that, with your passions. But I definitely see that things are starting to improve for you. And I definitely see in the present with the Five of Pentacles challenged by the Ace of Wands in reverse, you know, there's a lack of a new beginning here with someone. And I feel like there's a lack of initiative, a lack of ambition to do anything, a lack of drive. Okay, there's a lot of delays and frustrations, maybe even a lack of, you know, being able to create something or sustain something due to a separation that has taken place. Somebody's feeling left out in the cold. Maybe some of you are dealing with physical illness. Maybe some of you are dealing with overspending, spending too much money. Maybe you guys are dealing with some sort of financial opportunity that maybe didn't get off the ground. It can apply any way. Since this is a general reading, I try and cover all bases. If some of it doesn't apply to you, that's fine. But I try and get everyone's messages out. There are like billions of people out in the world. So bear with me, guys. But anyways, definitely turn down new beginnings. I feel like you were trying to create something or manifest something. And to be honest, you ended up feeling left out in the cold. And I think that you thought maybe your ships were coming in for something. Maybe things started to look successful and promising, but it seems that unfortunately there's now a lack of ambition to move forward with this. Maybe some of you are dealing with divorces as well. But I see in the near future, which is beautiful, we have the Father of Pentacles. This is the card for entrepreneurship. This is also the card for security and stability within the home and in your finances. So I see that although you may be going through a transitional stage right now where maybe you're trying to find new work, or maybe you're trying to find a new relationship, a new partnership, just some new creative beginning even for some of you. Maybe you're trying to get a business off the ground, what have you. Definitely a promising card for you guys. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn as well, because, and I say this because not only is this for earth signs, but I see the Hermit in your conscious thoughts, which is the card for Virgo. Or maybe this is just you isolating and withdrawing, you know, seeking solitude and keeping to yourself, maybe due to this new beginning not coming to fruition as you had hoped. And I also feel like maybe you're being more discreet and more cautious with who you give your heart to, your time, your effort, your energies, and even your money to. Okay, and subconsciously I see the Two of Chalices in reverse. So some of you may have just come out of a time of an imbalanced situation, an imbalanced relationship, broken marriages, you know, even just breakups in general. It doesn't have to be, you know, marriages. It could even be contracts that have been broken. Maybe there's some sort of agreement that you've created with someone and you thought things were going to come through for you. Maybe someone was supposed to give you some money, or maybe you ended up spending too much money and you thought maybe somebody could help you out of a situation or what have you. There's an agreement that ended up getting broken, a contract that's been broken. If this is you know, able to be applied to a financial situation at a job or something like that, I feel like maybe one contract has been broken, which results in a separation, instability within your funds, feeling left out in the cold, a new beginning being turned down just when you were starting to think things were successful. But I feel like you strike out on your own in the near future after this separation, after this breakup. Okay. In the advice position with the Nine of Wands in reverse, this talks about being defensive, hesitant, and paranoid. Watch that, okay? I feel like the pressure's starting to get to you, and it's starting to leak and seep into, you know, your security or your sense of self-esteem, okay? I feel like this loss even may be throwing you off your game a little bit, and so you're a little bit, you know, paranoid, hesitant, and a little bit, you know, defensive here. Okay, but I feel like maybe you need to take some time to yourself and keep it that way for a little while until you feel recharged and ready to strike out with someone else, if this is a relationship reading for those of you out there. In the external factors, I see the Ten of Wands in reverse. So yeah, someone's trying to avoid responsibility for something. Maybe someone is just, they took on way too much, obviously. Maybe they felt like they took on way too much by coming back to you, or doing, creating a relationship with you, or even, starting some sort of contractual agreement or what have you. Maybe they feel like they took on too much and it's not working for them. Okay, and in your hopes and fears, I see the High Priestess in reverse, which talks about hidden agendas and not listening to your inner voice. And I feel like, there's a lack of harmony, a lack of union, a lack of duality here, and it's due to you not listening to your inner voice. I feel like maybe you're fearing that someone has a hidden agenda, and maybe that's what results in not coming together. Or maybe there's something telling you intuitively that someone doesn't want something with you, but maybe you tried to create it anyway, and you didn't listen to your inner voice. Don't ignore your inner voice. If there's imbalance anywhere, pay attention, because I feel like this is more of a relationship aspect of things. Maybe someone that you were trying to establish something with, just they weren't honest. They weren't genuine in any way, or they just had another agenda. And I feel like with the Daughter of Swords, I feel like there's going to be direct communication coming in about something. Maybe you're dealing with a new job opportunity that may crop up for you. Or maybe you're dealing with someone where you're exchanging direct communication, you're exchanging ideas. Maybe this is you speaking to a lawyer. Maybe you're speaking to someone that can help you progress in the situation. Maybe find some financial help, something of that sort. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. But I definitely see that you're discussing something. You're exchanging ideas about something, and it could be with an earth sign. It could be about your money. Let's go ahead and clarify these, because, that's a little bit vague for me. It's a little vague. Okay, show me the Three of Wands, please. Show me the Two of Chalices. Show me the Father of Pentacles. Show me the Hermit. Show me the Five of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Wands in reverse. Show me the Nine of Wands in reverse. Show me the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Show me the High Priestess in reverse. And show me the Daughter of Swords. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, yep. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra here, but I definitely see that it could have something to do with some law issues right now. You're dealing with trying to get some sort of settlement or something of the sort. And I feel like justice will in fact be served. You will find balance. I do feel like, maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius as well, but I do see that you're maintaining your optimism due to something coming to the light, some truth coming to the light. I feel like you're being compassionate for the most part. I feel like you're stable. I feel like you're pushing forward. You're staying strong. You're staying optimistic and hopeful to win your case. And I do believe that things will come to fruition for you in the right way, but maybe not in the way that you had imagined that it would. Because I do feel like maybe you guys will be going through some sort of separation for sure. I see a lot of fives in this reading. Okay, a lot of fives indicate that there will be challenges, there will be changes taking place, but don't let the challenges distract you from what you're trying to achieve here. And I feel like, here, let's look at all of these all together. I feel like with the Three of Wands in the recent past, it's clarified by the Emperor in reverse. So maybe this is you, Aries. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but you're feeling like things are out of control. You're feeling unstable. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's controlling, or maybe you're being the controlling one. But if this has something to do with someone in your midst who is rigid, who is just, they're intolerant of others. I feel like you were waiting to progress in some way, but maybe you're dealing with a tyrant. Okay, maybe you're dealing with someone in the workplace. You're expecting things to progress and improve, and you start to see success, but you're dealing with someone who is a tyrant, and you're dealing with a situation that is completely out of control. And with the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in the heart of the matter, okay, it's clarified by the Six of Chalices and the Four of Wands. So within a marriage situation, I definitely see that some of you may be dealing with divorces on the way. Maybe this is a breakdown in communication in some way. I feel like there's instability in an aspect of where you're dealing with someone from your past, maybe someone that you've reunited with, or someone from your childhood, or just someone that you used to know that maybe you were trying to manifest something with, but the situation is completely out of hand, and I feel like you end up feeling left out in the cold, or the other person that you're involved with feels left out in the cold. But I feel like in some way, maybe you wanted this family situation with someone from your past. Maybe you wanted more, a new beginning. But now it seems that someone is not moving forward with it. And with the Father of Pentacles in the near future, clarified by the Father of Swords in reverse, more air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person is abusive in their communication. This person is a tyrant. They are manipulative, and they're just... They're too much. They're controlling. Shitty communication all the way. And I feel like, this is even a lack of communication coming in. You decide just to cut it off with an earth sign. However the case may be for you, or however it applies. But obviously this is extremely toxic, unstable energy that is going to end up being finalized for you. And I think that's the challenge that you're facing here, Aries, is that you're working through the transitions, the changes. Okay, I feel like maybe you wanted to manifest something, but it just didn't happen for you. And I even see in your conscious thoughts with the Hermit is clarified by the Hierophant in reverse. So again, more references to family, to something conventional, or someone's going against the status quo. Maybe someone is turning down a relationship or a family situation with you. Maybe there's an organization that is just, it's just going about things in an unconventional manner, and maybe someone, maybe you're the one that's going about things in an unconventional manner, and maybe someone else withdrew from you, however it applies. But very turbulent energy here, and I see, some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, or even a Capricorn. I see air here, but all in all, with the subconscious being the Two of Chalices in reverse, is clarified by the Eight of Wands in reverse. Something's not moving forward. It's just not. And, maybe someone wanted a partnership, but someone ended up ending the agreement, broken contracts, and now you've got to strike out on your own and figure out what you need to do. And maybe this has a lot to do with you finally deciding, you know what, I'm just going to cut off communication and leave it at that. And the advice position with the Nine of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So someone is extremely self-serving. Someone is greedy and materialistic, and there's a lack of stability within a home and financial situation. And so what I'm saying is, don't be defensive or paranoid because you're going through an unstable time. You're going through a turbulent time. Maybe you're dealing with people that are trying to take your money, or maybe you're the one that's dealing with being greedy and materialistic, and maybe that's making you feel defensive and paranoid, or maybe you're just dealing with people like that in general and it's making you defensive and paranoid. If you're dealing with unstable people, if you have an unstable home situation or a workplace situation, you need to find something new for sure if this is causing you this much grief and all this pressure that's being put upon you. If it's growing to be too much, definitely remove yourself. And I think that's what you end up doing with the Hermit and the Father of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. You just completely eradicate all interaction with anybody just to kind of protect yourself, I feel like. But be careful not to be too self-indulgent, and be careful not to be too greedy, and watch out for people that may be out to get what you have. External factors with the Ten of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Daughter of Wands in reverse. So I see some fire energy here. This could be you, Aries. Maybe you are dealing with someone that is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. But this is the type of individual that is very flighty. This is a lot of setbacks to new ideas. So you take one step forward and then you take 10 steps back. And I see even with the 10 of Wands here, there's a completion on its way to you. I see multiple 9s here with the Hermit and the 9 of Wands in reverse. So what that's saying to me is something is nearing completion. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands, I feel like this person has reached that stage already. Like they're done, maybe they turn you down and because they feel like they took on too much with you. It could even be that as well. Maybe someone was all about sex. Maybe someone wanted something traditional and maybe you didn't. It could be a plethora of things, but for sure, this is a lot of delays and frustrations. This is someone who is very pessimistic, and they have no faith in the situation, I feel like, with you. And in your hopes and fears with the High Priestess in reverse is clarified by the Temperance in reverse. So I see Sagittarius energy here as well. I also see that, since this is clarifying the High Priestess in reverse, there's a lot of imbalance. I keep seeing imbalance. Maybe someone is excessively drinking, overindulgent in some idea of a relationship, or maybe they just feel like things are not progressing in a positive way. Maybe this is just something where it represents that the two of you are not seeing eye to eye. Maybe this person wants one thing, you want something completely the polar opposite of what they do, and it results in something not traveling ahead. Okay, and maybe it has something to do with you not listening to your inner voice about something, but whatever the case may be, completions are on the horizon. And with the Daughter of Swords and the outcome, I see the Son of Wands in reverse, clarifying it. Aries, someone's not moving on. Someone's not traveling ahead. Maybe this is your energy here. Maybe there's some direct communication coming in that leaves you feeling scattered. Maybe there's a delay in communication. Maybe someone's expressing their frustrations to you. Maybe you feel like you can't move forward. You're lacking a sense of direction. You don't know what to do. What I suggest is you need to take time for yourself for sure, because feeling the energy off this one reading alone, and I've done multiple readings already before this one, just picking up on these energies alone, it is very chaotic, it's very overwhelming, and it's a little saddening, but I also see hope in the near future for you. I see you creating stability and long-term success within your home life and your financial life. If you've lost out on a financial opportunity, expect to find more opportunities pop up for you. I definitely see that you will establish security within that, but I think that you will maintain that by yourself for a while. And I think that emotionally you will have a lot to try and work through. And maybe I suggest, meditation for those of you that are interested in that. Try meditation, try and, say some mantras or what have you to help you clear those blockages within your heart, because I can feel the tension. That's what I can say. I can feel the challenges mounting up before you, and I feel like it's starting to get to you. So don't let it get to you too much. Allow yourself some time to breathe and allow yourself some time to think. And once you give yourself that time, everything else will come together as it should. Period, point blank. I do have faith that, this reading is not all bad. I just think that maybe you need to remove yourself from anybody that, is abusive, or anybody that's using you, or anybody that does not have your best interest at heart. People that are draining you emotionally. People that, are being wishy-washy. Leave it alone. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what these oracle messages have for you. Oh, and I almost forgot. Before I even dig into it, I will be using the Spirit de la Lune Moon Phase Oracle deck, and I will also be using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle again, since you guys enjoyed that so much. And for those of you, I almost forgot, I don't know if I showed this in the beginning, but I always use this deck for the general readings. It is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Krantz. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have for you guys. Gods and goddesses, your universe, your spirit, can you show me what messages you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of August 2017. Please show me Aries. Please show me Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of August 2017. Show me 3 cards, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Show me Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, we have 1 card popping out here. It's the waning gibbous. Ooh, okay. All right, you guys. So we're going to put these back and just cut the deck here because I feel like they're a little resistant here. Second card we have is Aries. Haha. Okay, and the third card we have is the Crone Moon, Deep Wisdom. Okay, so let's see what these have for you guys. First one is the waning gibbous, the card of guidance. Okay. All right, kind of jumped around there. Here we go. Okay. I seek guidance from my spirit and counsel within. I trust the universe to reveal the next door to walk in. As you tune in more to the inward currents of your soul, the unnecessary fusses, trivial complaints, and vain societal beliefs start to disappear from your path. The moonlight becomes a filter to clear your trail. The guidance you need is not driven by your ego now. If you're seeking guidance, ask your higher self and spirit guides to show you the way. They'll reveal messages and teachers to you in a way that only you will understand. They may also lead you to a mentor or new teacher you will walk this path with. Look back on all your teachers and guides in the physical or spiritual realms. Who really inspired you and why? What impression did they leave you with? You also may be playing the guiding role in your situation. Lead from your higher self. Shadow side. You're relying too much on your cards, books, and the opinions of others. What does your intuition tell you? What does your higher self want to say? Look back at journal entries and see if they can pick up any keywords or themes. You already know the answers you need, but maybe they are not the answers you seek. And that's kind of funny that that says that. Because I remember with the High Priestess in reverse in your hopes and fears position, I feel like you weren't listening to your inner voice. I believe I clarified that for you guys. So this further reiterates that that is very important. If you guys are out of touch with your intuition, I suggest that you guys clear your chakras. You may have some blockages that are preventing you from being receptive to those, you know, voices in your head. And I know it sounds a little crazy, you know. Nobody needs to have voices in their head, but we do. We have higher sources, maybe angels trying to communicate with us in roundabout ways, maybe with animals or maybe with written word or scripture or something spoken that is random, you know, but you can tell that it's for you. You definitely need to get back on that energy tip. That way you guys can find that stability that you're looking for. You know what I mean? So with the Aries, I asked that like y'all were right here. Whatever, you guys are here, okay? So this says, if you drew this card, be prepared to ride this newfound energy you have. You may feel extra motivated to follow your passions and meet your goals. The fire has been ignited. Flow with this momentum and let the inspirer take the reins. You may feel impatient while you build the momentum you need, but do not let that discourage you. Focus on the progress you're making and let the excitement fuel your drive. Shadow side, do not let your impatience and anger get the best of you. Make sure any impulsive actions you take do not lead to negative consequences. Find a healthy outlet to release that anger. And the final one that we have, you guys, is the Crone Moon. If I can find it. Okay. And there we are. So this says, the realm of the crone has awakened. The crone moon connects you to your inner magic and deep wisdom. There is soul alchemy churning within as transformation is molding your new path. Connect with your inner crone to navigate through this journey. Your crone wishes to connect with you at this time. The crone is the dark goddess and resides over the underworld. She usually appears as an elder. She has experienced every aspect of a full life and holds all the wisdom of the universe. She is within you. How does she communicate with you? Through visions, feelings, animals, or the environment? Allow her to guide you through this alchemic process as your soul shifts and changes. Peer into the deep cauldron of wisdom within you. What do you see? Shadow side. You may be experiencing deep wounding patterns that wish to be shifted and healed. These could also be from past lives and your ancestors. It's time to walk in the dark and shed light on these wounds. The crone is intense, but she acts in service of love and the higher good of all. Trust your intuition and seek the support of your guides. See? Further confirmation, you guys. Get that intuition in check, y'all, and y'all will be good. I have a good feeling that will help you guys along your journey tenfold. So, let's go ahead and see what the Wisdom of the Hidden Oracles, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle has to say to you guys. And, yeah. Gods and goddesses, dear universe, dear spirit, what messages do you have for Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs for the month of August 2017? Show me what messages you have for Aries. Give me one card for Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs for the month of August 2017. Thank you. Give me one card for Aries. How can they work through these energies? See, there's so much resistance, you guys. Like, I can, like, usually when I shuffle and things like that, like, I tap into, like, the energy that I get. And if there's resistance or, like, they're sticky or anything like that, there we go. We have one card. Usually there's a lot going on mentally and emotionally. But I definitely see that maybe that also has an indication of you subconsciously resisting some sort of change or resisting, you know, what you intuitively know you need to do. Beautiful. So we have the Rainbow Prince and the Hawk Prince. I absolutely love this card. Absolutely, absolutely love this card. And, you know, of course, I fucking love rainbows. So whatever. Of course, I'm going to love that card. But I think this is perfect for you guys. So let's see what this says. Oh, I wish it wasn't so damn dark. Okay, there we go. When the Rainbow Prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off. And your reward, perseverance pays off. And your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Challenger. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. Have you been giving of yourself only as a means to control the situation? His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself, devote all your attention when you're with someone, and be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you'll receive more than you're trying to get by being the way you are now. The other warning is that you may be giving too much and not allowing yourself to be compensated. This may keep you in victim mode, always looking for what's unfair. Perhaps it's time to stop giving so much and instead be willing to receive. It may not be comfortable, but you deserve it, so why not allow it? Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies great strength. Okay? And the final one we have is the Hawk Prince. I've noticed this has come up a couple of times in my readings, so as your ally, the Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Challenger. The Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others' cautionings about the direction you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to your own inner voice? Red flags are waving in the breeze, and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry though, he always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Spirit only wants the best for you. Okay? So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this month's reading. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your August. Stay tuned for my mid-months and also for that second episode of Lotus Topics on how to cope with depression. All right, you guys, so stay blessed, not stressed. And until next time, peace and love.